True Blue Nation, Dodgers Report.
Hello, Blue Crew, and welcome back to True Blue Nation Dodgers Report. This is the place where you get the most detailed, reliable, and inside information about our Los Angeles Dodgers. I am your direct source for what's happening within the organization. Before we dive deep into today's big story, and believe me, it's one that shifts the future of our franchise, I need to ask you one thing. If you are a true Dodgers fan and you want serious analysis, insights based on real sources, and rapid updates that go beyond the surface level headlines, do yourself a favor right now, hit that subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell. It's the only way to ensure you get this exclusive information the second I release it. Don't get left behind. We are all still celebrating the World Series victory over the Blue Jays. It was a magical season, but in baseball, today's success is built on tomorrow's decisions. The front office does not rest, and the offseason is already heating up. The name on everyone's lips, and the one I know you're anxious to discuss, is outfielder Kyle Tucker. And understandably, the Dodgers, with their financial power and desire to maintain the dynasty, have emerged as the top favorites to sign him. Tucker is, without a doubt, the prize of this free agent class. We are talking about a five-tool player in the absolute prime of his career. He hits for average, he has power, his defense is elite, his arm is a weapon, and he runs the bases well. He's a four-time consecutive All-Star selection and is coming off another monster season. As Jim Bowden of The Athletic pointed out recently, Tucker is expected to be the highest-paid free agent in this class. The projections are absolutely astronomical. Bowden and other analysts believe he will command something in the range of $500 million to $650 million. That might sound shocking, but it's the current market price for talent of this caliber, especially when we look at the recent contracts that set the standard. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. signing for $500 million with the Blue Jays, and of course Juan Soto's mega deal with the Mets, which hit $765 million. Tucker belongs in that category. He is a player who transforms a lineup and solidifies an outfield for a decade. The Dodgers historically do not shy away from major investments. We have seen it time and time again. Therefore, the connection is obvious and the need to keep elite talent on the roster is clear. However, and this is where my job really begins, I have to pour some cold water on some of this optimism based on what I'm hearing from my sources. The pursuit of Kyle Tucker may have a significant obstacle, and it's an obstacle created by the Dodgers' own internal strategy. I've spoken with people close to baseball operations, and the buzz is that while the interest in Tucker is genuine, the type of contract the Dodgers are willing to offer may not align with what Tucker and his agent are seeking. Blake Harris, a reporter who covers the team very closely, touched on this, and my sources confirm the hesitation. The issue isn't just the annual dollar amount. The issue is the length and the uncertainty looming over the league after the 2026 season. Everyone in the industry is watching the potential lockout when the current collective bargaining agreement, CBA, expires. The Dodgers front office, known for its long-term vision and risk management, is extremely hesitant to commit to massive contracts that extend deep into the uncertainty of a new CBA. What I'm hearing is that the only way the front office sees a path to signing Tucker is if he agrees to a shorter-term deal, much in the mold of what Alex Bregman signed, perhaps something like 3 years for $120 million, but loaded with opt-out clauses that would allow Tucker to test the market again once the CBA landscape is clearer. Now, let's be objective. Why would Kyle Tucker, in his prime and seeking the biggest contract of his life, accept a short-term deal unless his market completely collapses it's highly unlikely. He wants 10 or 12-year security. The Dodgers right now appear to want flexibility for 2027 and beyond. It's a stalemate, and this strategic hesitation is compounded by a second issue, the optics and reality of our payroll. It is no secret to anyone that the Dodgers spend big. We are the financial engine of the league. But this also places us under a microscope, especially in a climate of labor tension. Jake Ellman of Frau Fansided recently compiled some numbers that paint a clear picture of this disparity. The Dodgers' $240 million payroll not only led baseball last year, but it was over $200 million more than three teams: the Pirates, 31.9, the Orioles, 25.4 mas, and the Marlins, 22.3 man. Only 17 of the 30 teams even had payrolls over $80 million. This is a troubling scenario for the health of the league, and it's the kind of disparity that fuels the flames of a lockout. While the Dodgers have the resources, there is a growing feeling that this heavy investment trend might be hitting an inflection point, especially with the 2026 threat on the horizon. Other teams might look at the Dodgers' recent spending and simply refuse to compete at that level, or conversely, the front office itself may be feeling pressure to moderate its long-term spending until the new rules of the game, the next CBA, are defined. This uncertainty, combined with our already high payroll, is certainly on the minds of free agents. Tucker may see the Dodgers as the best chance to win, but he and his agent might also see the team as a risk. If they are more focused on long-term contract security than the Dodgers are willing to offer right now. So while we are the favorites on paper, the internal reality is much more complicated. The Dodgers' tendency to spend might ironically influence Tucker to seek other options if he senses the Dodgers are more concerned with future financial risks than with securing their prize. So, to summarize this exclusive report, the pursuit of Kyle Tucker is active, but it is not a blank check. My sources confirm the main obstacle is the Dodgers' reluctance to offer a long-term contract that ignores the risk of the potential 2026 lockout. The front office prefers a shorter, flexible deal, Bregman style, with opt-outs, while Tucker is seeking generational security. It is a dispute between the franchise's strategic flexibility and the players' security. Now, I want to hear from you, Blue Crew. This is the discussion that matters. What do you think of this front office approach? Are the Dodgers correct to protect the team's financial future against a possible lockout, even if it means missing out on a five-tool talent like Kyle Tucker? Or do you think that when you have the chance to sign a player of this caliber, you pay what it takes and deal with the consequences later? Leave your strategic opinions and your well-reasoned arguments in the comments below. I read them all, and I want to see what the Dodger Nation thinks about this impasse. And as always, if you value this straight-to-the-point analysis and the insights you don't find elsewhere, subscribe to True Blue Nation Dodgers Report. I am monitoring this situation closely and will bring you the updates as soon as I get them. Thanks for watching.